Start, folks. Load up fast with Samsung SSDs. And on that note,
NRG on defense, Sentinels on attack. And I think a big focus of today, maybe we just focus pretty heavy on NRG's cooling. That'd be something cool to do. It looked way better yesterday, especially on this map. They looked pretty comfy on this map. Would be nice if we saw that a couple of times.
Both teams absolutely have it set as their home in 2025. NRG's defense here has been so solid. They bested Cloud9 to get to this spot just yesterday.
That was such a risky pistol from them.
Map in the series. They've won it out in narrow fashion, impressive fashion.
Something we saw against C9 is SEN really happy to fight aggressively, full mound, full rubble on this attack side of the map, and then hit the site hard.
Now this is the anchoring duo you do not want to run into if you are
just trying to listen for a wall.
I
feel like it's a little mad as a Vice to be buying a Sheriff.
Something I'm going to be tracking as well as if
at least on defense. I find that really mad.
Forward from Sentinels, or if they're going to fight them as they're trying to execute. That's an adaptation C9 made that worked in their favor.
Sentinels have been able to insert their Vice Zelsis pretty deep over towards that mound side to rework now on A. Mata is hungry to get some information, just pushing all the way out.
Let's see that after Brock gets 3. I mean, yeah.
Banks on his knife out. No, makes the switch to the weapon. Mata.
This is something the teams can rely on a little bit more, just pushing over towards B when they play against the Vice. Speaking of Vice, keep an eye on the C push. Yeah, 20 seconds on this though.
Massive damage on the crackback. Narrate's already fallen in second. Has seen better days.
Sentinels just do not know where to go. There's only 15 seconds. They're stuck right now. Ethan's swinging in. They're all so low.
No way, man. One of the weirdest rounds I've ever seen on this one. One of the weirdest rounds. They were waiting for the luck to enable from C, and then end up not getting anything. They needed like an extra 20 seconds on this. Goose, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate the 2 months, bro. Thanks for doing that.
We have seen countless times in this NRG Stage 2 run to champions.
Well, we said we were going to focus on NRG's calling. Maybe we need to focus on Sentinels too. This was a rough round from them.
But they ended up just walking into a sack, into a trap of NRG. And that has resulted in them just having 5 classics on this second round.
As is customary for this map, no early force for Sentinels. They will just pay the piper for this second round. Going up against a Marshall for Mata, and he's up here at rubble.
In contrast to what we're likely going to see from SEN when they win a pistol round in this series, NRG, they did not go for the 5 stingers.
What is this thing?
Sentinels' go-to second round buy. NRG have fully forced up here.
Okay, Fawn's wall should just be able to stop any kind of initial pressure here on this one. And every bit of damage matters for Sentinels on this because NRG, they all bought. And this, see, this is why, that's why I kind of hate the judge on this one. Big judge fan, but now this gets disgustingly scary. Imagine if the old man had the judge here. I don't really get what these two from Sentinels are trying to do. And they know they picked up the judge, so pretty much every smoke should be getting spammed like mad.
The one weapon.
They're not going to have any smokes anymore to cover him, though, Wyatt. When this one expires, he will be vulnerable. Narrate picked off here. What a timing. Just the one. Brock being taken down, and now 2 players with nothing but classics, and Mata is waiting for things to get a little bit frothy on the site. That's a paranoia that caught onto Zelsis, and he couldn't assist. Bang,
okay, no matter what, it's very good damage. Some surviving on 1 though as well.
That's NRG taking 3 weapons out of the round.
Good pause there from NRG to stabilize in the 3 versus 2.
The game sound? Yeah, it should be better now.
Thrown by Ethan. Saw him able to play off of that. Mata still just holding the angle on the flank. Get the info on those last couple players. Chaotic for
the judge, yeah, it gets a little scary like this one.
Scuba was just
because obviously it's so good, but
even with the judge,
for against ecos, I just think it's so risky.
Way more than 1. Yes. I should have killed way more than 1.
But it's all good.
Yeah, he probably should have.
Again, sometimes you're dealing with an element like Zekken.
No, unfortunately, though, because NRG did invest everything into that round, losing a couple players, the buy looks not not the best. It's not weak, but it's
Who
not
do you
particularly
support if
strong
you
for
hate
NRG.
NA?
We'll see if Monaco can get something accomplished with this Guardian.
NRG have Bonka, so I guess Bonka.
Obviously, John will look to play around his
I guess
low ball.
NRG.
There's a sheer thrown ahead of him. On to be pretty early, our Sentinels.
Sentinels assistant coach is English,
it's all been concentrated
right?
on the C side of the map. That's where Brock
Wait,
is
maybe
set
Sen
up.
actually have more.
So now it's only
Sen have John and
Sheer activated towards Phoenix over here on C. Bang stalled up, as is Zekin. Just halted at bend on account of the paranoia. NRG are fast to rotate right now. Are they going to attempt to flood back in there off the spike tap?
Already on the site is Som. It's obviously not the best weapon to be working with here, but if he can try and close the gap, he'll be a little more favored. Dark cover still in play.
Gonna get really weird for Som in a second. See if the smoke goes down.
Paint shells do explode towards that site. There's no plant yet. Sentinels have been disrupted and getting it down.
They just need to draw out all of this utility and then find a safe moment to plant, but is it actually going to come?
No, not with Ethan.
Whoa, Omen Flash went so deep on this.
Dark cover doesn't bloom nearly quickly enough for Bang. He is taken down. This gun round for Sentinels starting to falter. And Zelsus is stuck on the side. Getting off it is not an option, and Franklin does not a whole lot that John could do for him right now.
There's still just not been a moment where they could even try to get the spike down. Now they just want to bait out NRG players, but they're going to swing all together.
It's nicely done from NRG. I would love Sentinels to take some kind of timeout. It'd be cool for them to make some plans into these rounds. Every round so far, you kind of just see them sit over towards C and just wait to get swung on.
And eventually, Sen feeling like
and in this game, the team that normally wins is the team that makes a plan into a round.
Damn, these smokes are insane, bro.
And they're just waiting.
And reminder, that's a round where they take a Guardian, a Judge,
here we go.
And another,
the
like,
Odin abusers.
I did want to draw attention as well to the way that
the good thing about NRG, where we're liking them at the moment, is they are the team to get this gun nerfed.
Control. Sen had zero space to work with.
This is a pretty characteristically NRG take on the round. 2 Odins in play. Brock is always going to pick himself up one win.
Crazy shaman.
It's Ethan, who again opens up. Last round was by Waterfall. This time, catches a player crossing.
Is he getting wrecked through the...
Jesus,
I mean, I guess he...
A paltry collection of sheriffs.
Guess he's getting wrecked back with the spam.
Hang their hat on. No presence in tree. Would still have to get past Som, who is admittedly low, but has that Odin to spam with.
Ethan really does play a masterful fade on this map. Scuba loves to take timings out of C for these big flanks, by the way.
Do you think Ethan is an S-tier IGL fragger? He's an S-tier fragger, for sure. His IGLing is getting better.
Snake bite a little deeper on that corner. Still, NRG will be happy enough with this. There's really nothing for Sentinels to do. They have, of course, been able to recover a weapon.
But I would not say it's S-tier.
Sen's pretty standard approach on
it's
is to,
at the moment, it's pretty much just Bonka trying to. I think he's focusing really heavy on the calling from what I've seen. By giving them way more set stuff, by giving them options in terms of people lurking.
On Ethan's util defensively on this map is just always so consistent. Again, just perfect moment for the haunt, gets 2 pings. I mean, look, Sen were pretty much down and out in this round already, but it's a little moment like that, a little util piece like that, that is just the inevitable nail in the coffin.
Very nice. Dude, Som keeps on surviving.
I'm seeing a lot from
1 HP and 5 HP
and
so
Ethan
far.
especially. He's 12-5, first kill, first death against C9. And on Corrode on defense, he's 5-0. So often taking first contact, even sometimes playing off his own haunts. This guy, obviously, his util usage gets talked up a lot, but mechanically, he's been astounding over the last couple of weeks of playoffs too.
He has been really fantastic.
Sadak's a bit harder because
against Leviathan,
I think when you're doing IGLs, you probably have to include read on the meta. And he's been insanely hit or miss. Dude, this just shouldn't be a thing in the game though, look at that.
When you're playing attack side on Lotus, can he get some value extracted with it to finally get sent around win? That is going to be the question. It's NRG's anchoring duo over
it's an absolute classic. Sentinels get the raise ult. At least with this means they can actually force and take some map control. And
no backup whatsoever.
And it looked like he was just fully blinded.
Nah, was this the Vice Flash? Looks like the Vice Flash was incredible
now
here.
What can Sen do? Narrate one away from the Nightfall. Maybe he could find a kill somewhere, have that late in the round. There's still a minute to play with.
Dude, no joke. We were talking about NRG's calling, but have Sentinels just not 5-manned set it every single round so far?
So this all has to be re-cleared now at 45 seconds left in the round.
This is the first round where they're giving themselves an option. 4v5.
Time going to the other side of the map where there is also an Odin player. NRG love to hit you with a double Odin. The Brock is going to have it constantly, and then Som will pick it up occasionally as well.
Super to spot it out. Yeah, bang.
Damage. Look at the damage.
Narrate chunk down. Itano loses out over towards the B side of the map. Still a chance for a double back there for Scuba. He can reinforce, and now it's just spam. SEN do not get a fair fight here as they head over towards the B side.
They're doing so good with just chip damage.
Left to play. A smoke towards upper at least to give them a
NRG look very annoying to play against at the moment.
Another Odin player
like, look how many like smoke kills or just chip damage they're getting.
To get back in, couple smokes as well to cover up some of these angles.
Yeah, it's the Bonkar effect, it really is. It's a great flash on this one.
I'm sorry, but like these blinds have been perfect. First the arc throws over on the C side that stops second in its tracks, and then a fantastic paranoia that gets them in here to B. And that's only bang at 13 points of health. Not a lucky number for anybody.
Brock's way too good with this gun.
Spraying through the walls, gets that easy final kill. NRG do a great job retaking with the man advantage situation there. Mata sending himself in to break the crosshair so they can just keep trading down with the number advantage that they had. Yeah, their second just getting fully flashed up.
Such a good flash in this.
I mean, that Nightfall sort of comes in around it, but...
Oh yeah, Narrate just missed that timing a little bit off the mark for the dark cover to obscure that view from sight.
Both of Scuba's challenges are against blinded players.
Good space, Adam. Good job, bro.
Let's go, boys.
He's been set up incredibly well.
This team is just world class on defense. There's no other
way
to say.
Yeah, their defense is so good.
Best in the world.
Their defense has been great pretty much every map.
The desk keeps going back
it's just when it gets to attack, but yesterday looked really nice.
We'll see some excellent NRG attack halves yesterday on Lotus to close out against C9. They didn't have the defense half that they would have wanted, right? But if you're thinking about
world-class Odin abusers, someone's got to do it, man.
Level of defense and more
someone's got to go and get this gun now.
Level of attack that they had to close out that game against C9, that is what feels like a top-tier team across the globe.
Now, bearing in mind, this is a potentially long series. Best of 5. Sentinels, though, had a strong start yesterday on Bind against G2 and then fell away. This time now, they're going to have to dig already for a timeout to find a way to manufacture some upward momentum in this game. Zakin's been hitting his shots, and again, he's been set up to get into these sides.
Dude, the money's so good, they can just get perma Odins as well.
Hit towards C hasn't worked out on either
That's
rotation.
3 rounds. I had to beat him 3 times of Odins to stop them from buying it. Sentinel's got all advantage though, so this probably is the main word, should be their round. Also, it does feel like they're using Odin so much. The Visor is just incredible.
Feels like he's damn near out of the round already.
Truly an intuition Brock has. That's a ton of free damage that really can't be remediated here. Door toggled, eyes over towards the C side of the map, but I tell you what, Scuba really has locked that down over the last few rounds, and now it's just Mata who's been left there with a sheer wall and a poison orb to play off.
Is it a lot better from Sentinels in terms of map control, but are they going to go push back?
Nightfall here for Sentinels to work with, so plenty of tools. They just need to get off to a good start at one of these hits.
No, they're not going to go push back. Just prodding B, prodding C at the same time. 50 seconds. You kind of got to make a call on this one. You're really just going to 5 group over towards A.
Players are getting dangerously weak before an execute even comes. Som has been retaining this forward position towards Rubble the entire round. More spam, more damage, more delay with the paranoia. I mean, this is miserable,
There's got to be a setup here.
Look at how much damage they're doing now.
From SEN. In they come.
Great haunt. And now actually the is being thrown down by Scuba. Full intention of anchoring this A site hard.
And that's a lot of that stall utility gone with Som off the table already. They're going to play into the Viper's Pit now with that Nightfall Steel Guard and also being committed to that extent.
Stay alive.
That's why Scuba's got the shorty though. John getting close and going to get felled.
Picks him off, but now that's been given away. Zakin needs to try and find a way to get next year, but doesn't check his left.
Bro, how is Brock just killing them all, man? This guy's so good with an Odin.
Zelsa's being down to 23, and now that's how they're going to exit it, apparently. Nothing will be done here. It's a 6-0
show me it,
dropping
man.
thus far.
multiple ultimates exchanged for just the one of NRG. A great trade deal, really, for Scuba. Just gets the Viper's Pit in exchange for the Steel Garden and the Nightfall being used. This is why he's got the shorty. I'm assuming everyone on NRG has a shorty in the kit. This is brutal.
No way.
Oh, God, man.
Oh, he's already 1 HP. I spammed him.
Oh, I spammed all 5. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, get.
It's criminal how much damage they're doing early round with these Odins. Actually criminal.
And they don't know it until they actually take contact like that and realize, wait a minute, we've actually already won the round without knowing it.
That's why they're getting long-range shorty kills.
And Sentinels, I don't think they've had to play up against this on their 5-0 Lotus run in stage 2. This is a little new for them, and the problem for them against G2 is it just took them too long to come up with
Great
the
shot,
answer.
man, to open this up.
Maybe that's
They're so proud of it. I mean, yeah, dudes, this is the game in its current state. Like to actually just prove that it's like a broken gun is so sick.
Getting the spike down, which has hardly ever been the case. They've been getting denied before even getting into the sites.
Okay, Viper's Pit here is a good look. Of course, a lot of spam potential, though, towards that side with Odin in play. But a nice boombot used to actually make it impossible for Brock to spray as the spike was being planted earlier.
Sen do have some further delay. They have one Molly for John, still a nade for Zekin, a seize for Narek that goes out and does catch on to Mata.
Still guarded here for Brock. He's going to let it go straight away. No targets really in his vicinity here. And
they're going to speed up soon, though.
Commit a little bit more to have a defuse opportunity here. In goes Mata out straight away as Narek cleans him up with a classic. Brock only able to find a little bit there, and NRG staved off the side.
Yeah, they're on the board, but it's it's expensive.
Consolation there for Ethan as Sen finally get another on the board.
But John's able to get out with
they only get to keep the one
they
gun
got
into
that
it.
Odin carried over. Viper's Pit paying
Should be so
massive
fine.
dividends
It's
for
obviously
Sen.
50, but
Finally
I mean, it was all because of the second
board.
shot on C. Yeah,
They go into it with absolutely nothing. Mata felt like
how would you
he needs to
know
make
the
so
Odin?
much
Dude,
space.
fire rate is
They didn't
way
really have
too
the
big.
tools energy to get into that pit
It should be fire rate and damage go down.
So he ends up just
No
throwing
joke.
his life away. Everyone else pushes in.
And the rate gets his own Odin
down,
back.
Low HP.
What the game's
Tough
becoming.
situation. Mata's actually gone over to the op, by the way.
This is nice though, we've been asking for this for a while.
Nice that
we just finally get a team to do it.
Pushing up with the op there. That is madness from Mata.
They're going face sniping. That was quick shooting. More Odin spam for you. This time Brock trying to catch Sen as they cross. That's a lot of damage, man!
Scuba's trying to rotate really fast over towards A as well. You can see he's already positioned in heaven. Ethan is going to be behind him. They're ready to stop Sen from planting.
Yeah, they're ahead of this. I don't know if Sen realizes how fast
Ooh,
they are. Scuba
great
cleans
shots,
them
man.
up. What a transfer! And Delsus is up close on the side with nothing but an op to work with. He'll get double swung, and Ethan will clean him up.
Okay, very nicely done, man.
7-1, just as Sen come up for air, just as they
Dude, it
start
must
to
be
get some
so
weapons
tilting
over
to
to
play
their side,
against
and
as
Odin
well.
for Narrate opens the round. It's all been stripped away again.
This team is genuinely just astoundingly good on defense. Their timings are always perfect. Their anchoring together is just beautiful. Like Ethan rotating back to get with Scuba, they flood out right when the spike is being tapped. They lose a player immediately, and it just does not matter. And Mata goes for a crazy aggressive play. Wouldn't advise that.
Look at
Goes
this.
1 for 1. I mean, even if Scuba doesn't get this second snap kill, I think Ethan's like basically
behind
guaranteed to get it. Yeah, he's right behind him.
I'm whipping the shorty shots, bro.
Insane. They're
I
so
think you'll see more
decisive.
Odins in
It's not
champs.
just that they're decisive, it's that they're making
Teams are
the right
relatively
decisions
slow
too
for
on
picking up
defense
other stuff
as to
that
when
people
they
do.
need to be
You might
anchoring
see
hard, when they
internally,
need to
like
just
in
stall
Americas,
with
maybe a
utility.
couple more teams that are going, but
One of the things that Zelsus was saying about NRG is that he felt that they played a little too by the book, too standard, like a mini G2, but I don't know. Something about these last couple rounds feels like is an intangible that only NRG really bring into their games.
Yeah, I don't think G2 buy quite as many Odins either.
Oh, no, there is that. Yeah,
There's
that's
also-
more of an outward thing, but yeah. Yeah, but Sen really being just locked out of the map entirely. Just trying to get in on
bro,
the
I mean they can't go
extremities,
anywhere
just costing
without
them
getting
players
chip damage.
or large amounts of health in general. And that double Odin play is still in place. Mata's also got that operator still in his possession.
People have been running Odin on Lotus for a while. Yeah, but no one, like everyone's been running Odin on Lotus for a while, ever since 2023 champs, to be honest. But no one's done it to this level. No one's got the double out. Like maybe there's one team before this that got a double out on Corrode, but I think it might have also been NRG that I'm thinking of.
I think Mata is the most lethal opera we have right now in America, especially in terms of just consistently hitting the harder.
This is good because this is horrendous to watch, and it's a pretty big game, which means that Riot devs are probably watching it, so there's a good chance that it gets nerfed. But we really kind of need this level of a game to happen at champs,
right now with that weapon.
just for the game in general.
Tucked in the corner is Scuba, and Zels is...
This is sadly like the only way stuff gets nerfed.
He's hoping to tease out some Sentinel utility.
Like abuse on a high level.
He has to wager his health in order to do it. That's
it's how the judge got both of its nerfs.
Singular hero rifle dropped
How
from
the Bucky
Zeken's
got
hands
its
now over
nerf.
to Bang has given him a way in, or at least started to draw Ethan. Keep him at
How
this
the
A
Shorty
side of the
got
map.
its nerf.
Maybe allow for something at C.
Pretty much every gun.
That is a little dangerous
Stinger?
for an area.
Stinger did get enough.
Sen have been having some troubles dealing with getting those shear walls out earlier in rounds. Teleport in for the information on Brock, and well, that Haunt is definitely going to give the information. He's been, guys.
And the fact that it's just like, it's not good to watch. Like no one's having fun right now, apart from NRG. And maybe NRG fans.
That Razor Vine means
But
Sen cannot accelerate into
I
this
think
B side
that's
of the
a
map,
big
and that
reason why they
smoke's
get
gonna
nerfed as
expire.
well.
Now just down to 15 seconds. Ethan still has a C's that can be thrown here as well when they're going in through main. Yeah, and what a
Bro, it's a
shot.
fast transfer on
John
this.
is hit by that paranoia. He can't explode through the wall either, so he waits for the fight to come to him. But that's it. That's all she wrote. 2 rifles out of the round is all Sentinels can hope for, but they fall further and further behind this NRG, who are immovable.
I demand what I'm owed.
I feel like we might get a hot mic about that last one. We'll see. I would not, again, not advise that play. Wasn't necessary. Some more value from some of this Ethan util.
The Odin or the Outlaw? The Odin's always been the most outrageous gun.
Yeah.
Like, the Outlaw's a close second.
I mean,
Marshall's up
who's
there.
going for knife kills? I'm down.
Jordy's
we
also
did.
up
And we
there.
got it. and we got the hot mic that I was looking for.
How did we get here already?
And yep, there's your Odin damage. Bang down to 46 HP. This is just misery for Sen, man.
But this was a fixture of Lotus play last year.
You got to keep your mental intact
Yes.
when you're going up against this because
How do you
it
nerf
is
the Outlaw?
unbelievably
Longer
frustrating
second
to
shot,
just
so
be
it takes
taking
longer
this
to
damage
shoot your
every
second
single
shot,
round
and
before you
125
see
damage.
an enemy before you get to play Valorant.
Like the 125 to 40 won't do too much, but at least it'll do a lot of it.
First 10 to 20 seconds of the round from
So the main
Sentinels.
thing is just like the
So that shows
time
something you
of the
mentioned.
second
Zeken's been
shot.
able to build it up. The opportunity to get close enough to use it, that's more of a question. Nobody in tree, so no Odin spam from that part of the map at the very least. And Zelsis has been inserted towards that seaside. Man, it just feels like a grind for Sen to get any kind of map control.
Trying to pivot back now towards this A side. Ethan had been throwing his prowlers towards B main, and the paranoia is sent out to give Ethan an opportunity to get out of door, get behind this wall, switch up the positioning. This is
Hello, Zove, mate. How we done?
aggro from him, but I like it. The only issue is he doesn't really have someone to play off of
Yeah,
yet.
they're
You can see
not
Psalm's
even
trying to get over to
considering this
assist.
though.
For now, he will remain in this little pocket dimension, but that wall's going to come down, and John QT's back is going to be turned. It's an easy pick for Ethan now as the Nightfall comes onto the A side. Very deep past Sentinels already.
And as that's happening, Ethan gets his one, Psalm just gets out of there, and he's ready to group up with the rest of the team to now just
Yeah, and
play
you would
for a
imagine that
5-on-4
Zelsis is
retake.
probably
A
going to
good
win this
decision
round. We'll
from
see.
that NRG Omen, and now it's just waiting for everybody
Jules
to
for him.
group up.
How do they get in though with an operator and 2 Odins? See, it feels a little bit awkward. Oh, he gets
Holy,
spotted. That is
really
dirty.
loses
That is
that.
absolutely filth.
Yeah, I guess just by isolating 1v1 kills, that would be the way. Narrates in on sight and just takes all that damage through the box.
They're getting boxed in,
Oh,
surrounded.
come on.
Yeah. Duel on Bang now. Nothing to work with and doesn't see his assailants as he drops.
so good, man.
Frankly, folks, this has been a walkover thus far. And an anemic attack side for Sentinels gives way.
Dude, imagine starting a
under
best of
NRG's
5 like this
defense
as well. This
retakes.
must be the most tilting thing ever.
God, just the remaining 2 players Bang at 40 HP.
And you know
guys
they're gonna
spammed
do the
1
same thing
second
on
into the
Corrode.
round. Narrate spam through the box. This was an awesome little micro play in the mid-round, though, from NRG, working Ethan into that position, tucked
That
box,
shoulder peek,
playing
man.
off of their Viper wall, going up and down.
You should have just seen what I did to narrate, bro. This guy's pissed, bro.
I wouldn't say he's thrilled. I don't know, man. Yeah, that Ethan shoulder pick to unravel Zelsis at that little rubble spot for me was the killer. Off in the hands of Mata this time over towards the C side of the map, prowled off the angle, and we'll give the side over to Scuba, who's been pretty difficult to dig out himself.
Just after being instantly revealed in terms of the AWP positioning, Mata is ready to adjust straight away. Psalm and Ethan duo has been rock solid over towards this A side. Feels like no matter where SEN go, they are running into a wall.
He's playing Power Wash Simulator in tree.
Here's the thing, AWP adjusted early. Oh my god, that is so dangerous. Mata can't hit that shot. Would have required a crazy reaction.
Dude, that was sick from Mata. Absolutely sick from him. Such a good satchel.
Going to give Mata all the room he needs to get back up to heaven. Narrate though punishes him. He's not quite in position.
Now, here's the thing, they're pivoting right back into Scuba, who has a utility to play off of on account of Brock.
They're going to deal with the wall as well.
Teleport in from Bang.
There's a sheer wall though still that might buy a little bit of time, but the TP across is there for Bang, and now it's only Brock who doesn't want to overcommit to this for now. His teammates are so far away.
And you guys might be better trying to...
Maybe try and punish, but he's going to get double swung in a moment.
Dude, if they got the spam a little bit better, practice that, my goodness, they'd be strong.
And now one by one, the Odins are being stripped from the hands of NRG.
Finally just able to make a late round pivot to a lightly held site. They were still in some danger, with Scuba having some of that util from Brock to play off of, but just wasn't
no joke,
aware
with
that
3 they
Bang
can probably win
teleported
from what we've
close
seen.
and Crouch Tuck
But
catches him out when he's trying to stuff him at the
I'm
choke.
not sure they're going to get 3.
It's not over just yet for SEN. 3 rounds in a pistol, they could be back in the game.
Oh man, that's 0 from 2 on Showstoppers for second. But again, these early round protocols are looking a little better from Sentinels, right? Look at how they played against the op on that C side of the map.
Oh,
Send a Prowler, smoke it off. Boombot thrown in after it to deny that from Mata.
Haven't seen that in a while from NRG. Mata has pushed up so far off the back.
Oh, it's really bold from him.
Into the dark cover, and he just doesn't expect it.
An instant 1-for-1, but Ethan's going to spray down
what a flash,
through
man.
that Viper's wall.
What a flash
And a
from
second
Som.
picked up. Sentinels had a lot of hope in this round to at least make a 9-3, but already come down to 2. They're going to have to head to the C side of the map, and that sharpshooting for Zelsis to open up the account, give them
That's
away
a nice shot.
That was a pretty sick reaction shot from Zelsis. That had to be real fast.
Yeah, but they're a lot closer.
Double your frags, you may as well do it in style.
Yeah, that was a pretty big impact kill. Hopefully he can find 3 more in this round. Desperately needed. Nightfall's going to come in and connect onto John. He's going to let that pit down.
TP spotted out over towards the top of the site. Zelsis has been him this round, but another spray down kill for Ethan. Clearly doesn't have to see his opponents to bring them down. And John inside the pit will get run up on by both of these players.
So nice, man. Dude, Brock is really good with it, though.
First half on Lotus.
As much as it's a broken gun, he's crazy good with it.
Overwhelmed by the numbers. NRG's defense is just stellar. What more can you say? Even just on the final round, they add a different layer, a different way to play an aggressive rubble look. Having Mata with the rifle push all the way down to that corner. Ethan getting all the way back rubble. Individually, he is hitting some snappy shots right now. The amount of little 2K adjustment on the second shot kills we've seen from Ethan, they've been sick.
Tell you what, a very difficult start here for Sentinels. You can see that frustration on Kaplan's face. He wasn't happy after their match yesterday. Bonkar, though, very pleased with himself. Haikyuu fans will recognize this as a dumpster battle between Karasuna and Nekoma, and it's the little giant from NRG, Ethan, at 16-5. We'll be back with more Lotus after this.
Gonna abuse the Odins this level? Nah, not on this map. This was definitely the best example of it, no doubt.
What's her secret?
So I mean, Sentinels also kinda
With
didn't
Verizon,
buy the
everyone
Odin
gets a
enough
free
on
phone
attack
with any
back. That's
plan,
how you gotta kind of
even
deal with
if
it
you're
and
already a
just do
customer.
spam offs.
Like me.
You also just gotta
Now,
force
I have
door a
Google
lot of the
Gemini.
time,
It's like a little glam
which is a
squad in my
nightmare, but
pocket.
you have to do
Gemini,
it.
what eye makeup goes with this lipstick?
I'd suggest a classic cat eye.
Wow, setting the bar high for daycare pickup.
Okay. SEN fans must be fuming in chat. Oh, dude, for sure. People get angry. People get angry when you use this gun against them in ranked, man. People get angry when you use any gun in ranked. It's so dumb. Even in deathmatch, man. This is what annoys me in this game a little bit as well. Like, there's nowhere to warm up the op. Like, you can go play CS deathmatch, and like you'll have op servers where there's at least like 1-2 limit, and the limit's pretty low. Like, if you use an op in DM, everyone goes crazy. Start getting spammed the whole time. Everyone's just flaming you. But everyone, like, no, everyone's just so. It's so funny. For a different game, everyone's very CS pilled, like that you have to just play these guns. Flaz thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate the 17 months. It's also pretty funny that in CS, especially CSGO, you had the AUG. That was a completely broken gun that no one knew about for 7 years. Like, broken.
Brutal first half for Sentinels, who on the
Same
attack
with
side
the
of
Krieg
Lotus,
at one
honestly,
point, I think, but I think
really
it wasn't always like that.
Dominance
And no one
stage
used
two.
it for 7 years.
So the double oak
Then
gets
everyone
brought into
came
the
over
game
to this
so
gun,
early, Wyatt and they
and
are
I would say
basically
about
cut down to
2% of
3
people
players,
learned
at least in
that
terms of
lesson.
health. In the first 10 seconds
Just everyone wanted to just use the
most
normal
of these
gun.
rounds.
It genuinely felt like it might have been every single round since the Odins got online that there was at least one SEN player who is made to
Again,
feel irrelevant because they
people
were
only
at
really
such
started
low
using it
HP,
when
basically out of
like
the
one
gate.
person used it and found out.
NRG were just making all of the right decisions in terms of the late rounds, and now it's just on them to close things out on this attack half. They only need 3 rounds.
The AUG? No, the AUG was crazy
Lotus.
because it was in the game for
Home map
7 years
both
until people
teams,
found
but
out that
Sen
it was
the
like
one
this.
opting to pick it first.
Yep, and yesterday it was a good start into a collapse. Today it's a slow start into God knows what.
If Sentinels can win a pistol here, might get a little close.
An encounter, and Ethan and Bang get traded out.
John not really able to keep any of that backside space, so it's going to have to be a full retake. But that being said, NRG, they can't really control anything too forward, right? So Zekin has an opportunity to flush some of these players out with the nade when he gets here. Narrate still has a full kit. There are good tools for Sen to make this happen.
Haunt here, cleared. Marta tucked on boxes, biding his time. That Haunt now might be a problem, has to be dealt with. Zekin healthy enough to push around a corner. On the other hand, Som quite low from much of the shrapnel he's been taking from these paint shells. Punching out Z's, the Sentinels, Zelsis and Zekin getting involved. And isolated out towards Marcus.
Zelsis did incredibly well on this retake. Okay, this is doable.
Really comes down to
doable.
having that util on retainer. Narrate just still with that one prowler, sees Haunt. Zekin has the nade as well. Couple up some of those util pieces, sync them up back.
What made the AUG good? Dude, it just had no recoil.
They didn't push into waterfall. They couldn't take holes.
You would just zoom in, you would spray 30 bullets, and all you had to do was just push
on
down.
a pistol round.
That was it. Like, ever so slightly.
Utility like that of significance.
I had crazy fire rate and
so
just
much.
no recoil.
That's exactly what happens right there. Here comes the patented Sen Stinger buy with the rare Bulldog from Bay.
Snowy Squid, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 5 months. Thank you for the prime.
Side of the map. I'll probably see Narrate fold in the direction of B, or even across to C.
Love how a lot of Faith Energy's attack being an attack side of the map and being 10-2 down. It's just historically, man. It's hard to ignore it. Obviously, if I had only ever seen last week, I wouldn't say it.
Going to be active, but everyone gets straight through. Zelsis, though, sharp as you like. See, satchel up on the side by Marta, and John Elise is going to be able to recover. Big damage, though. Scuba gets in there. And there you have it, NRG just, well, they're here for a good time, not a long time.
Pretty clean, but also Sen love buying the Stingers because, hey, if you lose a couple players, honestly, it doesn't really matter. You basically invested little to nothing into the round anyhow.
Makes for a weird bonus, though, if you're already behind by a significant amount. There's probably going to be a couple of Stingers still in the arsenal for Sentinels now against the full buy of NRG. No, brick by brick, heard him say it yesterday. Now that Axiom didn't
Someone
quite get
gets
them
the
far
Odin
enough
out
to
straight
make
away
it
on
into the
attack.
grand finals,
Yeah, definitely does mean it's going to be a lot
still
harder
just
for them
as
to go
relevant
aggro over towards
Tom
A.
already with the Odin on attack. Sen played it very proactively there early towards the mound side. Don't see anything.
One Eric, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the tier 1 as well. Thank you for the 19 months, mate.
That A side. They're rotating quite quickly
Okay, someone for the original spam, and I just passed it over towards Brock. Someone flash is good, and the rate is... Wow, he did incredible, though. Wait. Dude, we got to see that from his POV, man.
Little to see now, of course, with Sen's retake wall being active. And now that rubble control here for
Is he
NRG in the
midway
post fight
shooting
means
and then
that
adjusted as
Sentinels
well
have
to the
nothing
next
do. I think
guy?
it's just a straight save.
Yeah,
Kind
it's
of
time to
crazy.
save. They had a couple investments.
Get a save on this
Specifically,
one.
it's Zelsis who died on that prior round
Yeah,
with the
especially
Stinger. Now
with
going for the
Bang
full
and Zelsis
rifle,
going
having
for it.
200 credits. He's got to save. NRG feels like
I
they
will
just
say at
get
the
around
moment,
win on
Som's
account of the
Omen
Sen by
flashes
being
have
pretty
been
weak. Even
incredible.
though they got to that site, they had some good delay utility coming through. Specifically into tree, that paranoia was effective from Bang. You can see the second was there on time, but ultimately they don't have the arsenal to deal with that.
The counter paranoia and narrate was very good. Also a paint shell that forced Bang from actually being able to swing off. Narrate there, actually disjointing both the A anchored players with stingers, making it hard to get value out of those. So NRG just trot to 11 rounds. Sentinels maintain those 2 rifles, but it's not going to get any easier, folks.
Some nice kills there
This
from
is
Som.
nuts.
We'll spray onto the second and
Okay,
yeah,
I
we'll
mean,
lucky to
first
get
one
the range with some of those guns.
looks a little, looks a little lucky from what I saw.
So bro's got some stats to bat. Last time NRG were in a stage final, he was in that game. The only player from this current roster. That was against Lao, but they got 3-0'd back in 2023.
Dangerous there for Brock. Goes down to 65 HP. Som going to teleport across towards Rubble. Your standard opening attacker. Util to get that space. Sen very active again on the minimap, prodding towards B. And then it's second on the quick rotate towards A, trying to support Narrate, who's just holding down tree. I mean, losing out the spam battle to the Vandal, it's, things are getting a little messy.
The Traces are a little bit dangerous here for Narrate. He knows it. Regen shield, so he's expecting to take some incidental damage as he goes anyway. Here's that Prowler in towards the B side of the map, and Marta's going to follow it up. Nothing to see, though.
NRG are really trying to divide the attention of Sentinels by getting active back in B main, knowing it had been recleared by the defenders earlier. Sen content still towards this A site. Narrate can't get anything accomplished though.
Yeah, I mean, this is how you kind of deal with it though. You got to force over towards door.
Yes, from upper there's going to be a couple of Sentinels players in position, but the smoke is there. So for now, yep, they're going to be isolated on the site. Zek can have the drop
Give it
down
over
and fight,
towards B, gets called, and it's all up to Zelsis.
This is enough for NRG. Now they're going to make the pivot, but Zelsis stands in their way, and Som falls flat. And Zelsis gets away from this spam coming his way. Little swing,
what are you ever meant to do?
Brock comes out with the corner spray.
So dumb. You just got to commit to everything.
To a post climber, 3 up. Bang healthy, but a high-low setup. Unravels him, and he's going alone. There's no backup at all. Straight into the jaws.
It's so sick, man.
That NRG had laid in wait.
Now John jumping up, but he's caught between so many different players. Scuba just biting his main. Brock just spamming away. Oh my god, man.
Which cardinal point would you like to be shot by? Brock steps up. And that at least confirms that John wasn't on the spike.
It's unlucky Scuba
will come
countered.
from 12 to 4.
Yeah, force him down to low by. Dude, Brock is
how many of those
a
are
nightmare to play
kills
against.
Through corners, through walls. How many were honest gun duels, Mitch?
It depends, yeah.
2?
It depends how much that matters to you, I guess.
It is. It's crazy how good he is with this weapon. That's why, listen, you're going up against NRG. You don't want to be on Lotus. You don't want to be on a SEN. You don't want to be on.
Look how dumb that is.
Brock is going to make your
Brock
life.
is actually gonna make me cry, bro.
He's going to make them cry. Oh yeah, that's what I'm.
No,
that's
yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying.
no wrong, man.
ridiculous.
Som loves honest
It
Valorant
looks
too, I guess.
horrendous to play
All right,
against.
Rubble fight. Sen fancy it. Going to move up and take that space, but NRG are completely elsewhere. They are loaded here into Mound. And Zelsis knows he needs to play
Okay,
ahead.
now
He
we're out
can't
here
give
playing
up the side.
Valorant, man. Again, the judge is out as well. We're really playing Valorant.
NRG don't really want to follow it up. They actually have Som having TP'd across, but it might just be an insert for now.
John got there really quick to throw some mollies down at that choke, so no one could actually help Mata. After they've expired, though, NRG want to walk their way back in. Zelsis could get the Steel Garden connecting up to every single player, and there
Brock
it
has
is.
one as well, though. Both teams have Steel Gardens to play, so no primaries for either side. Good old-fashioned honest Valorant, just like you asked for, Wyatt. It's John inside halls with the classic. Zelsis with a bundle, trying to make it worth its weight in gold. But Brock shortly claims him. And they're out of there.
Come on, man. Hi, and thank you so much for that.
What are we watching, man? What game is this?
I mean, that is Valorant's version of a fadeaway, isn't it?
It's so
what they mean when
it's
they
so
say
insane.
Valorant
Bro's
child's
19 to
game.
6. I'm not sure he's
This is what
seen
they
anyone.
Give me dark corridors.
I'm not sure he's seen anyone with his kills.
Oh my god.
30
Well, they've
seconds
gotten
It's
this
so
A
good.
site for free, NRG. It's going to come down to a full 3-on-3 retake.
I just,
No ults to speak of.
okay. Should SEN manage to stay alive here, I'll have to be dealing with a showstopper in the next, so that's something to bear in mind. But so far,
Don't let the CS Frogs see this game. Oh yeah, man.
Straight together.
It's all the ammo they
Hardly
need,
to be
dude.
considered advantaged in this retake.
It's hard to defend.
Jackie
I'll
drops
say
in
that
the pit,
much.
the Hawk won't see a darn
It's
thing.
really hard to defend.
Sat here over towards the stair side, and Scoop is going to
They got some crazy guns over there as well as the only backup.
Pounds him down. Jeez, that wasn't even close. Bang. It's been pretty quiet, pretty absent. Now needs to step into the spotlight, but time is short, and Scuba.
Okay, honestly, it was an absolute masterclass.
Well,
You gotta give him
not
that.
exactly the auspicious way.
You
I
gotta
think
give
the
him
Sentinels
that.
were hoping to
How
start
to
this
tilt
series
your
off,
enemy in
but
the first map of a best of
you don't get
5.
to
This
write the
was
story sometimes.
Sometimes it's
the
also just how
best
it goes
demonstration I
when
think I've ever seen
you
of it.
start against NRG on defense, and especially on Lotus. Brock ends that